we will see many goals. To be honest, I would say like Anders is not good in defending Jonny, but Jonny is also not good in defending Anders. So I would say something like 6-4 for Anders.
I thought you were going to sit on the fence for a minute there. You were giving us the. You basically said one player's good at attacking, the other's good at attacking. Let's see what happens in the game. Graf, I mean, what do you think about this one? Because they have played earlier on this year. They played in the Virtual Bundesliga Club Championship, where you were involved in that final. I'm sorry to bring it back to you. Unfortunately, it wasn't the year to remember for RB Leipzig Gaming after such dominance in the club championship. It was SC Paderborn that came out on top. This could be an early start for Anders. It's time green. Can he get it round the goalie? No, he can't. But in that matchup, they did play, and Anders beat him 3-1.
Exactly, yeah. It was a really dominant match from Anders. I think it was really deserved, and Anders won it 3-1, like really clear also. It was just a 6 minutes per half, so he did really well. But to be honest, in that moment, I think Jonny was not in his prime. I think after winning the Champions League, after winning the VBL, I think now he is in his prime.
Could be an early chance again for Anders. He's just knocked on the door of Verjgang already. I mean, look, we saw his team on social a few days ago, Gravison. You are reading that right. John Stones is a left back, Hostler is a right back. For those that are tuning in and thinking, what on earth is going on with Anders' back line? Give the people the lowdown.
I do thought he was going to change this history. It seems like it's onside, so we'll talk about that in a second.
Jonny, first time in Anders' box, mine the last two. Long Hostler dispossessed. Still Jonny in possession, making it difficult for Anders. 1 or 2 tackles, the ball just sticks to the feet of that greatest of the game icon, and it is the star boy Bukai Saka, as Anders has been calling him throughout this tournament.
I do think it makes sense for Anders to use Joselu because of the first touch, playstyle plus, because of the way he's really offensive, but he also covers the possible crosses into Haaland. But I'm surprised he's using Stones. I thought he was gonna go for I don't know, maybe a Havertz, maybe a Mendy. But it feels like Stones is working out well for him because Anders was really, really, really at his best in the group stage. I mean, I don't think he suffered for a single minute.
Yeah, but as we see, Jonny is playing Haaland as a right mid, and he will cross on Haaland. He loved to cross on Haaland, so I think it's really good that Anders is playing Stones. Otherwise, we would just concede too many crosses on Haaland.
It's not only the way he passes the ball, but the controls, the first touch controls he does with Mbappe, with all the items. I think it's amazing. And every time I try to attack like that at home, I'm telling you, I'm losing 3-0, 4-0, because it's really hard to attack that way.
I don't mean to bring it up, Grav, but I know you could talk about it. You did play Anders a few months ago in a competitive tournament.
It was tough.
How difficult is it playing against him? Because I don't think people quite know at home the sort of player that he is and what you have to go through in those lengthy 9-minute halves.
For me, when he gets going, when he finds an opening, it's just impossible to stop him. And at least it was impossible for me because I conceded 10 goals.
But you said it, Grav. I didn't want to talk about the score.
It seems like when he finds an opening like this...
Chance, Anders, he times it reds! It's not like him, is it?
Yeah, but he's playing really good. He got now 2 really good chances. One he hits with green, Jonny moved the keeper really good. And now this one, if he hits green, he's scoring. But yeah, he's playing really well.
Someone else who's playing pretty well has just got an equaliser. And that is Levi Finn. We'll roll in the replay after this corner. Jonny so deadly from corners, as we saw in the Champions League where he picked up that earlier on this year. Schmeichel is moved slightly by Anders, which does do enough to get him back.
Really?
Yeah, he loved to play with Pirlo. Also, our coach, Feminator, he just gave Levi Pirlo jersey as a present because Pirlo's just doing every time really well for him. And in this tournament, he's playing him, of course, again.
Yeah, I've just tuned in. This is the FC Pro World Championship live here in Berlin, a $1 million FC24 competition to conclude a season that has been one like no other. 32 players came yesterday, 16 eliminated. So many big shocks amongst those 16 that were eliminated, including Nicholas Tex, just to name a few. Today we'll be playing all the round of 16 games, and then tomorrow it will be all about the final 8 players. Hostler all the way from fullback, Anders building. That was time green, it was blocked though. Little La Croqueta does enough to give him an angle, but not enough of an angle.
Wow, that was close. I do think if he went maybe for another skill speed, maybe it could have been different. But the way he's pressing now, as Mo analyzed before, it's amazing. Obviously, Saliba's going to win this header, but he's pressing with Mbappe and R9.
So crazy.
Let's pull it onside. He's going to win the battle against Hosu. Lofted in. Haaland is there. Schmeichel is the hero. Pretty even first 30 minutes so far. Quick corner comes in between the help of Renan Nazario and Schmeichel.
It's interesting to see the way in pretty much not all the corners, but the first 2 or 3 corners that Jonny uses goes to the first post like aggressively, but at the moment Anders is moving the keeper aggressively as well.
Yeah.
Is it something you think is because Anders is moving the keeper always in the corners? He doesn't like to not touch the keeper.
Yeah, like it's risky. It's just risky. If Jonny just crossed on the second one, it would be a goal. But he's just confident to be in Jonny's head, and yeah, it works really well.
Still 1-1 in the Hezes Levy Finn game.
Nice.
You will be able to catch every single match today.
What a player switch there.
He is so good.
Wow.
Will not miss a kick of the action.
As you can see, his second man pressing with Joselu, the right back. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. And now this could be counter-attack.
Yeah.
Joselu out of position.
Cruyff does so well there. Look at Arnon. If he can just peel away from Oslo, which he does, is he going to be offside? Schmeichel off the line! Oh! Somehow Anders keeps it out!
Crazy.
Wow. I mean, we talked about this. Anders' press is probably the best in the competition, but he does make mistakes as well.
Yeah.
And if you're quick with the passing, you can counter-attack.
You think you're through one-on-one of it, and then your next thing you know, Anders has moved the goalkeeper. It's just so hard to break down all the levels. Find a way past it. Chance for him to break.
Nice.
Mbappe will be able to pull away.
Nice.
Oh, it's brilliant feet. Mbappe still. Times it green on the rebound. Harry's away. It's a coming together in the box, and just about Jonny holds it all together.
I think this first half is all about goalkeeper movement, right?
Yeah. Like we could have seen, I think, like 3 or 4 goals in this game. Again. Wow.
Brilliant goalkeeper movement. And Joselu is being punished by Jonny at the moment.
Straight back down the overend. Chance for Jonny.
What a player switch again.
Timed that one perfectly. Anders Verjgang, as we said, fresh off his first individual major trophy in the Euros a few days ago in Berlin. I mean, I'm lucky enough to stand next to the person that played him in that final, causing a nuisance in the final third. Jonny's done so well, though, in these first 45 minutes or so. He's had some chances which they're not going to come. It could pass just offside there, added time to come in of no time at all. And that will do us for the half-time here. I mean,
The press.
Oh, it's the pressure.
It's a big win back. It's Arnon and acres of space, and it's just how composed you are in those moments, Gravison, which is the difference. Bundesliga champion. Back over to this one now. It's a brilliant start.
Nice.
From the kickoff, and you feel like maybe that goal's now gone in, Gravison. It might just shift the confidence.
Let's see if it shifts, because
Getting very aggressive there with Stones.
I don't know how he's able to pull it off every single time. He just presses with the fullbacks and he takes the ball back. And the thing with Anders, he's able to do that because his player switching is so good that even if he surpasses that press, he's going to be able to player switch into the centre back and then press again. Just player switching is insane.
Mbappe, step over exit, one more pass will make all the difference!
So good.
Time green!
Just so good.
And Anders Verjgang will lead by 2-0.
The main thing here, obviously, as you can see, the step over, the timing, the green time shot, everything was beautiful. But it all started from the press with Stones, which was too risky. But for Anders, it makes sense because he gets the ball back.
No different player would do that with Stones. No, like I wouldn't do that, because if you don't get this ball, Jonny would score, I think. But as you mentioned before, Graf, you can see here in the first attack, he's just running and shooting, and now he's just got the right decision again. He was not running with Mbappe, he was just passing to R9. Jonny thought he's going to run and shoot, but he just passes and he was free.
It's just the timing.
Yeah, the timing and the decision making. It's
and
crazy.
it's impossible to train timing. You just got it or not.
Yeah,
And he does have it.
Yeah. He's just talented. It's crazy.
There was a top 8 finish last year in the World Championship for Anders Verjgang. He did make the quarter-final stages before. Well, there too. Instant starts in both the second halves.
That was a beautiful finish. This could be a good counter-attack. This could be dangerous.
Jonny desperate for a way back in this one. Before the tie starts to run away.
Oh.
He says play on.
Players are too good on the attack
It's
now.
offside.
I think it's offside, yeah. You don't expect a finesse coming in, but Cruyff with the shooting stats he has now, it doesn't matter because it's gonna go in either way.
Yeah, and I think Levy also moved his keeper wrong, but I'm not sure.
Nice.
The breakaway. It's quite a high line, which he's going to have to do when he's 2-0 down. But he might make the most of this one, Anders. Saka, darting away, 2 or 3 tackles, he goes wide.
It's just the right choice again.
Yeah.
We expected maybe a step over,
Yeah.
we expected maybe a pass, and then he goes for the control sprint now. I mean, he's just playing perfectly.
Kids.
Everything really. The defense, the player switching.
Well, let's see this again very quickly. This was the penalty shout that Jonny did have.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlucky for Jonny.
And then this was the chance that we just saw with Saka.
Yeah.
Yellow timed.
Yellow time. That
Yellow
was
time.
the issue. Like, he's playing perfect, but he could have scored more if he just do the right decisions. If he hits green, if he shoots in the right corner, he also could score 4 or 5 goals.
Well, he might be on to score another one. But it's more pressure from the Danish player. Bit of goalkeeper movement, nearly found the tiniest of gaps there just to squeeze that through of Hosselu.
He's doing everything right.
And he's still pressing with Hosselu with his right back.
He's still looking for that third. The ball just keeps on rebounding back. Haaland blocked there by Saliba. Saka might interchange with R9. Red time shot. And
that's
Jonny
just playing
eventually
perfect.
gets the ball back. What a turnaround. Bottom of your screen.
Tackle. Wow.
In the
Konaté
other
so
round
good.
of 16 game, Konaté.
Anders is not letting us analyze anything because he's just attacking and pressing.
Just pressing. He's 2-0 up, but Johnny's not able to play.
He's not.
No.
He's not.
Be lucky if he gets that pause as well anytime soon.
Haaland.
Anders will be holding on to this ball. The only time you will get one is if I score a third, I'll be thinking.
Maybe a cross.
Delays and delays and delays until he can make his mind up. Haaland is in there. Doesn't really want to fall back on the crossing though.
This is good.
Instead goes to Haaland. Times it green. 3-0.
It's so good. He's playing perfect. He's playing perfect.
He's just too good.
And it looks like he's on his way back to another quarter-final on the biggest stage of the season.
It's just simple and perfect. FC24. We can see the reaction. We can see what it means to him. He's shushing us. He's shushing us. He's shushing us doubters that thought there was a game possible in which Jonny could win the game.
We have an update in the other
3-0.
game as well. Maybe matching up. They were both playing in Istanbul last year in the Champions League final. They avoided each other on opposite sides of the brackets, did Anders and Hezers. For another 10 in-game minutes, they can both hold on. They both will be going into the quarter-final stage, which we must say on top of that as well. Big goal back for Jonny. Don't count him out just yet.
He's still alive, but it's hard. I think it's the second time he went for the second post in the corner, which was the right choice, because as you can see, Schmeichel was out of position.
Yeah,
But
was on the
still,
first post.
Still, you mentioned it yesterday, Umut, and I totally agree. It's really hard to play with constant pressure against Anders, because it's just the way he understands the passes into the space, the way he dribbles as well. It's really hard to get the ball off him.
Yeah, and I think if you play constant pressure against Anders, he just keeps scoring. He will just score and punish you for that. But you have to do constant pressure on, otherwise he will not score.
Yeah. Well, you run out of time. You have 10 minutes, so you have to constant pressure.
You need 2 goals.
Here he comes.
To stretch Jonny all about the pitch. As he has to go for the game now. You see offside trap played there. Does he want to go again and score? Is he happy just to keep possession? Scott McTominay with an unbelievable pass to find it through. Ronaldo down the line. CRC.
Oh! That is crazy, man.
Yeah, Junge! 4-1.
That is crazy.
Anders Verjgang's on his way to a quarter. This was the goal again. Talk me through it, Gravis. And how hard is this to do, let alone?
It's not only the step over and the croqueta shot, it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, at the moment, you can see Anders pointing at Umut. You can explain that celebration, maybe. For me, the goal of the tournament so far.
Yeah.
Wow. Impressive. It's just the way he hold the ball for what, 4 or 5 minutes? And why are you laughing? Tell us about it. The phone call?
Because he's always making jokes. I got my own celebration, just to call and to show. And as we see, he's doing that to me because I also always do that, and he's always making fun about that. He said it's so weird that I do that. Oh. And now he's pointing me with that.
It's just the way he kept the ball. If you remember, the ball went back to McTominay, and you thought maybe he's going to pass it back to the keeper. No, he decided to go inside, then threw a ball.
And I know that he also deserved more, but yeah, in the end, it is how it is. And yeah, you have to live with that.
It is a crazy season for him.
Yeah.
I mean, being a champion, you're...
I think it's difficult, isn't it, Graham? Because he's been to those finals, but just hasn't had that chance to lift the trophy.
But
he's still been in the final.
Still. Yeah. I mean, runner-up in his domestic league, runner-up in DCL as well. It seems like he's just one step away, but he has time still.
Added time with 3 minutes here. 3 goals in 3 game minutes, I think, will just be, unfortunately, mathematically impossible.
Yeah, and I talked with Anders before the tournament, and I said he asked me who's the best player. I said Jonny's one of the best, and he told me, you can be sure if I play against Jonny, I will gonna beat him. I will gonna beat him. You 100%, he told me, and I said how you can say 100%. He said I'm confident. I know I would beat Jonny if I play him in the World Cups.
He came prepared and he conquered, and he told you he was gonna beat Jonny 100%. No doubts in his mind. 4-2.
This guy.
Well, added time with 3 minutes to be played. We'll kick it off again. 2 more players will be eliminated here from Berlin. And it will be 2 players from the virtual Bundesliga that crash out. One will survive in the competition still in Anders Verjgang. 4-time result. Anders wins 4-2 against the Champions League winner Jonny. And he will be in the final 8 here in Berlin. Handshakes between the 2. Commiserations to Jonny. He won't feel it now, but he should be so proud of himself this season. 2 major trophies, 1 in Germany with the virtual Bundesliga, and that all-important E-Champions League result there. Massive result for him